Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready?
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Another run with Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Six the Eagles. Warriors 17. Mustang 19.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready up. Cowboys.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Viking 18.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Once again with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. On second down, they'll run it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 44 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
18 Cardinals. Drag him 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
18 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 29, Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
The gain of 8 brings up second and 10. The Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
60 Baxter.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 2 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Sanders. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
70 Rangers, Panther 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
19 right, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Ready? Drop 50, drop 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
57, 57. Hey, let's go.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Attack, attack!
And he's stopped immediately there.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Attack! Yellow!
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
On first down, McKinnon again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal.
They run once more with McKinnon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go play fake. Mahomes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick, now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 3, Eagles nothing.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
18 rattling.
Play action. Here's Hurts. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Mahomes. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
50.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a lot more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Check match. Check match.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll go again with Sanders. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. 14-yard line.
15. Yellow.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. To a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustmts there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
15.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
43, 15.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here again is McKinnon. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, 38 yards.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Okay, ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was and they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lift. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens.
And Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up third down and 9.
On third down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's going to have the first down and then some. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's got some space here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, they'll run it here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now receiver in motion left. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
But you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. When he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
And this pass caught by Gray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't make. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 39 that time.
No let up
up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.